777. What happens if you take that moment, 777, freeze it in time, take that moment, September 29, 2008, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 777. Take that moment and go back 7 years, 7 days, and 7 hours. Go back 7 biblical years. It takes you to the closing bell of 2001, the greatest crash ever up to that date. Go back 7 days. And the 7th day takes you to the date that is called 9/11. Go 4 p.m. Go back 7 hours. It takes you to 9 o'clock in the morning, the moment of 9/11. The mystery of sevens. Warning of the Shemitah, that a nation's blessings only come from God. And you cannot drive God out, defy Him, war against Him, blaspheme Him, and do all you can against His ways and expect God to bless you and the blessings to remain. That's the warning I've warned often, that if America does not turn back to God, the American age as we know it will end. The warning of the Shemitah. One of the phenomena, one of the mysteries, which we will not have time to go into much, but I'll mention it, is that in the book is called The Rise and Fall of Nations, and that is to say this: not only does the Shemitah mark the time of the collapse of economies and Wall Street and all that, it has marked the greatest shakings in world history. It's marked the greatest shaking, the shaking of World War I. It has marked the shaking of World War II. In fact, it's marked in the Shemitah means collapse as well. It marks the collapse of empires again and again. And if you look at 1917, collapse of empires and collapse of powers, but also the rise of America, same year. And if you follow a progression of 4 Shemitahs in the Bible, 4 is the number of kingdoms, it takes you to the year 1945, which is a Shemitah year. It's the peak of the Second World War, another global shaking. In fact, World War II actually began, or the conflict began, when Hitler invaded Austria and Czechoslovakia. That was the year 1938. 1938 is the year of the Shemitah. And the war, the Shemitah will go for, the cycle will go for 7 years. So will the conflict will go until the Shemitah reaches September 1945. It ends the first week of September 1945. That very same week, the Second World War ends. And in fact, when they have a victory procession,